We also have a sustainability minor. The major started about 2.5 years ago, so we're relatively new. The minor started this semester. So the minor is a new minor. And I just want to go through the way that it's structured. There's 3 core courses listed up there, 9 credit hours. 2 of them are in the major. One of them is thinking sustainably, so that's sort of your introduction into sustainability. And then there are 12 restricted electives. You have to select for the restricted electives, there's 4 different groups. You have to select 2 groups. And so I want to go over those groups. The first one is design and technology. So there's a selection of 3 courses there. You would have to select 2 of them. You can choose 3 of them, but you have to do at least 2 of them. The society, planning, and justice, there's a large number of options in this group. Okay. And again, this is on our website too if you're interested in what all the options are, what all the courses are. We have what we call advising sheets. They're on the website and they list all these courses that you can take. Same for the major. We have a third group called Business and Economics, which has 2 courses. So you have to take at least 2 courses in the group, which is a problem because the first course, I don't know why it's not all fitting there, Econ 336 is not offered anymore. The person that taught the course retired, and so really there's only one option in this group, Law 456, which means you wouldn't have enough choices to finish this group. So we're working on getting more courses in that group, but until then you wouldn't be able to follow this group. If you're interested in this group though, let me know and we could try and find courses that would satisfy substitution for Econ 336. And then there's the sciences, is the 4th group. Now realize if you're going to be an environmental science major and you want to be a sustainability minor, you cannot double dip in the minor and the major. So any courses that overlap the major and the minor, you would have to take another course. Which means, for example, for Bio 226, if you took that in your major, you can't also count it in the minor. So then you would have to choose another course instead.
So like with the, you have to pick a group. Can you do 2 groups at once?
You have to do 2 groups.
Okay.
And you can do them at any time you want, in any order you want. There are prerequisites for some of the courses though, so you have to do them in the order of the prerequisites.
Right.
Although most of those courses don't have prerequisites. But some of them do, yes.
So for example, if I was environmental society and I wanted to minor in sustainability, I could take the design and tech and then the sciences group, and I would choose from both.
Well, you could do the other groups. You just can't
Well,
double
I'm just saying,
count
for
the courses.
example,
Yes, you can.
choose,
That's right.
1 and 4.
That's right. You
or
could do that.
1 and 3, and
Yes.
choose a couple from each.
Right. The only problem you're going to come into is if in the courses that satisfy your major, you can't also count that course in your minor. So if that was a course, like let's say again Bio 226, I'll use an example. Let's say you were an environment and society concentration major. You are required to take Bio 226, or you could take Bio 110 also, and then you wouldn't have to worry about double dipping. But let's say you took Bio 226 to satisfy your major. You can't then count that in your minor. You would have to choose 2 other courses to satisfy your minor. Now, as far as Gen Ed is concerned, you can double dip all you want. And in fact, many of our core courses are satisfy Gen Ed also. So that's okay. You can satisfy Gen Ed and your major. But they do not, the university does not allow you to double dip major courses and minor courses. And one other thing I recommend as you go through your program, if you go to my.emich, there is a way to do a graduation audit. You can do an audit on yourself. I highly recommend you do that often. Maybe not as a freshman, But as you get maybe into your junior year and your senior year, I would recommend doing that because you don't want to find out at the very end that you have a couple courses that aren't offered until the winter semester, so you've got a whole nother year to stay here. So you have the power to make sure that you are satisfying all the requirements, all your graduation requirements. And that's not just true for this major, that's true if you choose to do any other major. I do highly recommend that you do that. Do you have a question?
For the requirements, the year that you enter the program, most of the requirements you need to graduate. So if they're changed, like in your sophomore year, then are those your new requirements for
No.
graduation?
You are grandfathered, is the terminology, into the catalog that you entered into. My understanding is that you can graduate under any catalog from the time you entered and then thereafter. However, there is a statute of limitations on that. I think it's 7 years, but I'm not sure about that. It's around 7 years. Any other questions? This is the question and answer period because that's all I have to talk about the program.
I just have questions in regards to like scholarship opportunities. If people in this major, like where should we be looking for like scholarship opportunities based on what we're studying?
You are, my understanding is you are eligible for scholarships within departments that, like for example, if you're environmental biology concentration, that you are eligible for the biology scholarships.
Okay.
So you can look at those. We don't have any specifically in our program yet. Hopefully at some point we will have that opportunity. As I said, if you are on our email list, we're going to announce all sorts of activities. One of the activities we're hoping to announce is a contest related to sustainability, to develop some sort of sustainability improvement to the university. That will come with money too, although that will require work. So you won't just get the money. You'll have to do the proposal, you'll have to win, and then you'll actually have to institute the activity too. But that may be a way within the program to get some, it's not really scholarship money, it's kind of more reward money for the contest. But that is not definite yet. We're still working on funding that. Question?
So I just wanted to make it clear, so we do have to minor, it's required to have.
Oh, I forgot to say that, yes. You do not need to minor with the major.
Okay.
The major, all the concentrations, you do not need a minor to go along with that. So if you just do the major, you will graduate.
Okay.
Minor's optional.
Okay.
Yeah, because some majors require minors to go along with it. These programs are big enough that you don't need to have a minor also. Plus they're interdisciplinary anyway, so you're getting a pretty broad level of knowledge that you have the equivalent of a major and a minor within these programs. Any other questions? Yes?
If you decide to do the research project or whatever, do you have to get that approved? Can you do whatever you want? How does that work?
You have to have a faculty sponsor for your research, so you have to be working under a faculty member. If that faculty member will allow you to get 2 credit hours in their department's 498 course, so for example, let's say you work with a chemistry professor, you would sign up for Chem 498, or a philosophy professor, you would sign up for history, I'm not sure what the prefix is, philosophy 498. If they will allow you 2 credits for the research that you are doing, then that's good enough for me. So basically you have to find someone that will do the research with you, a faculty member that will do the research with you. Or if you have a research project that is outside of the university, you're doing a research with someone else, you still need a faculty sponsor here. So if they will sponsor you and they will allow you, because you need departmental permission to sign up for that 498 course. So if they will give you permission to sign up to get 2 credits for your research, then that will satisfy the capstone experience, with the exception of the capstone seminar, which I kind of didn't mention. The 1 credit hour capstone seminar, you still have to do that. In that seminar course, we talk a lot about jobs and organizations. So it helps you, and networking, so it helps you get ready for the next step outside, after college. But we also talk about people who do internships, people who do research projects. They would also present that to all the people in the course, so you could also see other people, what they're doing, get an idea of other things you could do with the major.
You said 3 to 5 is only offered in the winter. What about the capstone seminar?
The capstone seminar is currently only offered in the summer. It is typically when you do internship, most people do it in the summer. Last summer we had 10 interns. 9 of them did their internship in the summer. 1 did it in the winter. It's sometimes hard to do the internship when you're taking classes. I'm not saying you have to take it in the summer, but you have to do the internship before you take the seminar. The course then is offered only in the summer because there's not enough students to offer it more often. When there is, we can offer it more often. But because most of the students do their experience over the summer, that's when it's offered. Now it's mostly online. You only have to come to class. Last summer was 3 times. So we have 3 meetings, and 2 of those meetings were presentations. Question?
If you wanted to pick up the minor, do you have to complete the minor before you can do the capstone? Before you
No.
do 405?
No, the minor is kind of separate from the major. So you can do the minor at any time. Question?
If you did an internship out of state, would you be expected to come back for the capstone multiple times throughout the summer?
Yes, yes you would. The 3 times that we meet, one is right at the beginning of summer, and the other 2 are at the very end of summer. We had someone last summer do internship out of the country and came back to do all 3 classes. So you just want to organize the time that you do your internship inside of the meeting times. So I think the first meeting was like May 10th or something like that, and the second meeting was August 10th. So there was most of the summer is in between when we meet.